Hey guys, it's Jaden from Tech for Days, and today we're here with the Vulcan Omega. Now the Vulcan Omega is basically an extreme budget tablet. This thing runs for about $99 on Amazon, and that's pretty insane, and this thing has some pretty cool features that definitely make it no cheap tablet. So in this video, we are just going to be talking about the Vulcan Omega, which is an 8.95-inch Windows tablet that's actually powered by Intel, which is pretty insane. Now, what makes this tablet so unique is the fact this thing runs full Windows. I mean, you can download programs, you can download Google Chrome straight from Google Chrome, you can play Minecraft on here, you can do whatever you want. It's a full working computer basically. It's not just any tablet, and the specs are surprisingly pretty decent for this price range. So something extremely unique about the Vulcan tablets is that they all come with a 1-year free subscription to Office 365 that is included with basically every tablet from Vulcan, which is pretty awesome. So you can use this thing from anything from typing a document to maybe light gaming like Minecraft. So this is a very exciting tablet that I'm really excited to go ahead and crack into. This is definitely something that is really awesome for someone on a budget. So moving over to the rear of the packaging, you will find the specifications, which I'm pretty sure all of you are wondering. So this thing is rocking an Intel Atom quad-core processor clocked at 1.83 gigahertz. So that is a definite shocker. You get a quad-core processor from something that's only $100. That is pretty awesome. Now you have built-in Intel HD graphics, you have 1 gig of RAM, which is not too shabby I guess for the price range you're paying. You get 16 gigabytes of internal storage, and you can expand up to 32 gigs with a micro SD. Now this thing comes pre-installed with Windows 8.1, and you can update to Windows 10 once it becomes available from this thing. Now one immediate downfall I noticed from this tablet is the screen resolution is nothing to brag about. At 1024 by 600, that is the best you're gonna get from this tablet. It's not the prettiest, it's definitely under and sometimes oversaturated, but you know what? It does the job and it lets you see what you need to see. So of course it's a multi-touch capacitive panel, and it has a really horrible front-facing camera at 0.3 megapixels. You don't even want to look at it. The rear camera is almost just as bad at 2 megapixels, so this is definitely not something you want to take pictures with, but if you do need to do some quick video calling or just some pictures for reference, it'll definitely get the job done. So this thing is charged by a micro USB cable, like mostly everything in this entire world. Now there also is a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is pretty awesome. The battery is a 5000 milliamp lithium ion battery, so not too bad. I believe it is lithium ion. I'm not sure. If I find out exactly what it is, I will post that somewhere in here. And the connectivity is a Wi-Fi chip at 802.11 BGN. So again, this is about 2.4 gigahertz. These are the bands you're going to be picking up. And this thing comes with Bluetooth 4.0. So that is awesome. You can really take advantage of the Windows 8.1 with this Bluetooth feature. You can connect a Bluetooth mouse, you can connect a Bluetooth keyboard, you can connect some speakers, whatever you want to do, which is what makes this thing probably one of the best budget tablets. So enough spectating, if you get what I did there. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. And here is the tablet. So it's very interesting, you can see that the display is a little bit matte, it's not the glossiest. You can see it's, just a little weird looking, I guess. And it's very plasticky, so that is definitely a downfall to the $100 price point. However, this thing is pretty light for a tablet, I think, and I definitely find it very ergonomic and comfortable. And one of the biggest downfalls, and this is one of the biggest sayings in the tech world, is that this thing is a fingerprint magnet. You can see all of the fingerprints on the back. It's very, very annoying. But you do have a really cool Vulcan symbol right here and an Intel Inside symbol right here. So again, you got that quad-core processor in here. You have some additional markings and such that no one really cares about. And here you can insert your TF card. You have a mic, a volume up and down button, and you also have a power button and that horrible 2 megapixel camera. So I'm sorry Vulcan, but it would definitely be nice to see a better camera on here. And you do have that headphone port. So this thing is pretty solid, I think, very plasticky, and it's pretty thin, which is pretty awesome. And I'm really, really liking it, to be honest, for this price point. I've seen a lot worse. Not that this is bad, but this is definitely what you pay for at the $100 price point. And you can see the little camera right here, so you can Skype, do whatever you got to do, and it's going to work perfectly fine for that. So I'm going to go ahead and power this thing on while we continue to look inside the box. So you get greeted with a Vulcan, greeting screen. You can see the Windows loading right there. And inside of the box, we have a user manual with the Windows 8 screen loaded, and you can see the tablet is now on. So that is pretty cool. And it's a pretty nice quick start guide. You even get a USB wall adapter, so that's pretty sick, very large. And of course you get a micro USB charging cable, and that's about it for the box. Now as we move back over to the tablet, again, this is an unboxing and a review of this device. Now you can see I'm definitely low on battery, so I probably should get this thing to a power source. Okay, and now that we have some juice plugged into this thing, we are at the desktop. Again, this thing is a full Windows 8.1 tablet. I already have Google Chrome installed, which is pretty awesome. And boom, I have whatever I was looking at. So I was looking at an ad block in here, and that's pretty cool. This thing definitely is awesome. It's pretty snappy. I'm gonna go ahead and close Google Chrome, try to open it again. Boom, it opens instantly. I can go to YouTube, I can do whatever I want, and it's really not that bad at all. So I'm really liking it, to be honest. There's some cool things that are there. So I definitely like, you know, this layout and this cool, just full Windows experience on such a small device. And one of the cool things about Vulkan tablets is that these things come in a bunch of different sizes. I also have a 7-inch here in house, there's a 10-inch, and I think there might be a 12-inch, which is pretty cool. And again, my favorite thing about these tablets is the full immersion in Windows and the freedom to do whatever you want. Literally, whatever you want. And it's really cool because there's nothing really to say. You just do what you do on a normal computer. It works pretty great. You know, you do have, you know, Wi-Fi, you have, you know, all the stuff that you would get on a normal computer. Again, it only picks up my 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi band and not my 5, which is a little unfortunate. However, this is what you get for what you pay for. In addition to the Vulkan Omega, we also have the Vulkan Journey. So this tablet is essentially exactly the same as the Omega, except it's in a 7-inch form factor. So if you're looking for something a little bit more portable, then this is the one for you. It's around $84, I believe, and the Omega is $99. So if size is not a big difference for you, you're gonna get a lot more value in the 9-inch version. Now the resolution is even the same as the 9-inch version. You don't get anything different in here other than the size. The unboxing is the same. My overall experience with the Vulkan Journey is exactly the same as the Vulkan Omega. It's definitely a noticeable size difference from 7 to 9, and I definitely love these things. They're just a very awesome, cheap option. Now, the battery difference here is a 2600 milliamp one, so you're getting nearly half the battery on the Journey than the Omega. However, you do get the same exact specs in everything else, and you do get the expandable storage as well. So it's basically the same thing, just in a smaller size with a smaller battery. And if you guys want to see it, I'll go ahead and open this up really quick. Okay guys, so here we have the 7-inch Journey all powered up. And one thing that I did forget to mention about the visual appearance is that this one is fortunate enough to have a matte back panel that is a lot more repellent of fingerprints, which is absolutely amazing. And of course, you know, there are a little bit different button layouts, so, you know, it's a little different where the button placements are. However, compared to the two, you will notice that they are basically exactly the same, just a lot smaller. There's a definite size difference, and if it was me, I would just get for the biggest one because you get a lot more value, you get a lot more bang for your buck, you get a bigger battery, a bigger screen. So in conclusion, Vulkan makes some pretty awesome and really cheap tablets that definitely take advantage of Windows. I do recommend these tablets, but one of the biggest things you're going to need to sacrifice with this thing is definitely some quality, because this thing is made out of plastic, especially with screen resolution. However, if you're just looking for the basic usage, you will be completely fine, and I highly recommend you pick up a Bluetooth mouse and a Bluetooth keyboard, which will help you navigate around this thing a lot better, as I was saying earlier. Whether you're a full powerhouse Windows user or you're the average Windows user, there's definitely something that you can appreciate with these tablets, and I am definitely pleased to have been able to review these things, and I can highly, highly, highly recommend them. So thank you guys for sticking around. If you have any additional questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. I will surely answer you there, and thank you guys so much for watching.